I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at WasInACult, on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi guys, Deb.
And Laura.
And it's episode 88 of I Got the Hell Out.
We jumping right into Kool-Aid?
Sure, look, you reminded me.
Or are you going to forget?
Well, no, but I've got the book kind of full, so.
Okay.
Anyway, this comes from ex-member Sandy Sunshine, and she doesn't even know she's given it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, her and her new honey, and didn't like her much back then, but I'm feeling just like everybody else that's left the cult, I would just totally adore this person, because you couldn't be who you wanted to be.
I was just going to say, because you didn't act like your normal self, right?
Right. Norman, I hated Norman. I loathed to go see Norman. I was being made to go see Norman. And Norman turned out to be like one of the coolest people. But in the cult, he was a dick. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Her and her honey, they hang out at this bar called the Lazy Jack. Mm-hmm. Okay. And she had to order it because it was called holy water. Okay, and I'll have to post a shot of the little board outside, okay? She took a picture of it. It's vodka rum, peach schnapps, pineapple, and lemonade Kool-Aid.
That sounds pretty good.
But she wondered if it was the same as the ashes of the red heifer. You know, holy water and the ashes of the red heifer.
Right.
It's been a long time since we talked about her.
Yeah.
The red heifer.
I forgot about that.
Burnt up ashes to make you holy on everything. Screaming cow.
So gross.
I think they had to burn it alive.
Remember? Don't go there.
I was telling you, one member lived really close, and she swore that she could hear the cow screaming.
Don't. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Oh.
Okie doke, then.
That is horrible.
Everything about that place is horrible. Cannot we agree?
Oh, we agree.
We agree very much.
We agree.
Okay, I'd like to say hi to Tara V. She is our 1200th Facebook member.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, and she heard about us on Twisted Philly, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Wonder if she's going to come back in town for the pop-up bar at Christmas.
Oh, gosh, I don't know. There's sober pop-up bars now.
I saw that.
But what's the point?
I guess if you're a recovering alcoholic, like you want to go out, maybe.
Okay. I don't know. Decaf coffee and non-alcoholic beer, those are two redundant things for me.
Well, I think it's more like cocktails, like what they call mocktails.
Exactly. I don't know.
I don't know.
If it works for you, it works for you, okay? Let's see. What do we have here today? Oh, right in the episode, okay? My most favorite episode, if anybody wants to watch it, is called Jell-O Shots and the Truth About Santa.
Okay.
Okay, and it's season 6, episode 8, and it's the mother of all problems. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christy's daughter, Violet, who hates her, started a podcast called The Mother of All Problems.
Oh.
And it's about her growing up with her alcoholic mother and how she ruined her life.
Oh, wow.
And it's just funny as all get out because we do a podcast and I could just see one of my children, you know. My mother screwed my life up because I was born into a cult. Yay, me.
They could have you on as a guest.
Actually, Christy was a guest on Violet's show. And,
No.
Oh, yeah, it was hysterical. You have Hulu, don't you?
No, I don't.
Well, I watch it on Hulu. Netflix doesn't have it.
Okay. Oh, my God. What's it called again?
The sitcom is called Mom, M-O-M. The episode is season 6, episode 8, and it's entitled Jell-O Shots and the Truth About Santa.
Gotcha.
This is all I've been watching for days because it's hysterical.
Just binge watch it.
Yeah, plus I don't have cable or internet.
Okay.
Well, I have internet, but yes. Okay, somebody reminded me about soap making class.
I remember us talking about that.
Yes, remember they had classes.
Yes.
Now, soap making class, well, A lot of people try to do their own thing, okay? Now, I'm sure you know cooks like this. The more shit you put in it, the better it must taste.
You think.
Okay?
Right.
I dated a guy that put so much salt and pepper in everything I couldn't eat it. And begged him to just let me salt and pepper my own shit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know what the main ingredient for a lot of homemade soaps is?
What?
Lye.
Oh God, they kept adding lye and more and more.
Well, there were a few women out there who thought more lye must make cleaner equals better. Okay, now,
Oh, that had to be awful in the skin.
well, let's put it this way. You didn't just make bar soap. You were taught how to make laundry soap. You were taught how to make cleaning soap, like stuff to use for dish soap. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
so it's not just like for your body; it's just to clean whatever.
Well, there were different formulas for
Formulas,
different
right.
things. I mean, you could have a bar soap, but did you really want to rub a bar on your? I mean, some people did,
Mm-hmm.
but there were liquid
Okay.
recipes and stuff, right? Well, let me tell you, adding lye to your homemade shampoo in big quantities is not a good idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, hair starts disintegrating.
Ooh.
And you would think more lye equals better, cleaner clothes.
Did it eat through the
Guess what
material?
starts eating through your materials?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does a real wreck up, bang up job on linen too. Let me tell you, that's like putting pearls in Vaseline or pearls in vinegar.
Ooh.
It just kind of dissolves it
Mm-hmm.
somewhat. Yeah. Yeah. If you make your own soap, do not add too much lye.
Follow that recipe.
Uh, I,
Hmm.
I was watching videos, because
What of the cult?
yeah,
Okay.
I go on their page. The one was a men's law class, and the only reason I clicked on it is because you can like hit pause, and then you can take your finger and run it across the little bar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, there were a couple of shots inside the sanctuary on the men's side. I wanted to see if I could get like a shot of Kenny if he was in there.
Okay.
Okay. And I think I did a screenshot of some women's sides that I'll show you because, feast is still going on.
Oh, that's right.
Right? Till tomorrow night.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this later, but tonight at sunset starts the last great day. And I'll tell you what fun that is.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
The last great day.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And that happens every feast.
And that's the last day, obviously.
Yes, and it
okay.
starts at sunset tonight and it runs until sunset tomorrow.
Gotcha.
You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I went through quite a few of these videos begrudgingly this week because it's feast time, right?
So there should be some good ones.
I didn't listen to them. Again, I actually, it hit me. I started looking for faces that I recognized and remembered. I don't know anybody teaching in these classes. I don't know any of these women up on the stage. I searched the faces in the crowds on, like I said, the men and the women's side,
Mm-hmm.
and I really can't recognize anybody. Where's the bitch I love to hate? Why isn't her face popping up giving classes?
Maybe she left.
No, she's still
She's still
there.
there, okay.
She's still there. Any of the prominent elders that were, there when I was there, why are they not up there on the podiums? That was what I was looking for this week. And then you know what the big one hit me was? And see, I didn't go through every video. I didn't go through videos weeks, days, months, years back. I don't think there's a single video of Little Man. And
Oh.
I'm not understanding that. Unless it's something I'm missing.
Right.
I don't actually know what elder would speak before him now that pedophile elder is still in jail. They were just a combo. If pedophile elder was speaking, you knew Little Man's coming up. And sometimes during a feast, Little Man was supposed to speak every afternoon. Maybe he liked to sleep in. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But there were a few times that pedo LD didn't come out. and it was another elder, and everybody just knew you could pretty much goof off because whatever was coming out was just a guest elder speaking at that feast.
Okay.
And it was probably a speech that they had written at law class that other elders or little man himself even approved to be given during the feast, because maybe he wanted to have a foot rub and sleep in that day. You know what I mean?
Foot rub.
I'm sure that man gets
my
anything
God.
he wants.
I am quite sure. I'm sure it ends with a foot rub.
I don't know. I just have this stupid mental picture of him laying there on one of those Chase lounges.
Those real fancy ones.
Yes, done in velvet and buttons.
Right.
And laying there in like a loincloth type deal, which is gross in itself. And
someone fanning him.
Fanning him with big palm leaves.
Right.
Someone feeding him grapes. Why do I envision this?
I don't. Stop torturing yourself.
I have a very vivid imagination.
Oh my God.
Okay? Just very vivid.
He's laying there in his whitey tighties.
Linen whitey tighties. Oh, I had people get back to me about the linen underwear and stuff. Nothing really new to report.
Other than they're wearing them.
They're wearing them, and I cannot confirm or deny if they're checking to see if you have your linen underwear on before.
Could you imagine the underwear checkers?
What's really sad is I used to work at King's Restaurant back in the late 80s, and we had those stupid one-piece brown tan uniform for waitresses.
Oh my God, I remember
that was
those.
The dresses.
Yes.
And you were required to wear pantyhose. Okay. The law also stated you had to wear underwear. Okay. There was one manager that was a guy, and he would make another woman go in, and you had to bend over and lift your skirt up and make sure you had underwear on.
Oh my God.
I somehow think that was...
That's not... No.
He was making sure women were making sure other women was wearing their underwear, which in some way, that's a violation of some sort, isn't it? Don't you think?
I would, yes. I mean...
Do you think they have underwear police out at the sanctuary at this point?
Oh, I bet they do.
Can you imagine going to the bathroom and somebody going, "Let me see your underwear"?
Oh my God. They would give, some new jobs.
Do you think they dye them pretty colors, or do you think they have to keep them white and pure? I'm not sure on that one.
Well, they probably start off with them just being like the regular color, and then, hey, you need to buy new ones or dye them because this feast is this color.
I wonder if they have snaps or Velcro, because you can't have zippers.
Like a big diaper?
You can't have zippers, remember? You can't use elastic because you cannot mix fabrics in clothing. You cannot... You're going to hell...
What kind of underwear are they wearing before the linen ones?
You are going to hell because you have spandex mixed in with your cotton and you're wearing it. The Bible tells me so.
So my jeans are like leading me to hell.
Along with the zipper telling you have a penis.
That's right.
You're just
I'm just all
straight
messed
to hell.
up.
You're
I am all messed up.
Maybe that's what made you be a sorcerer and a witch.
My jeans.
Yes. Yeah. Your jeans.
We have the answer. So wait. Go back to the underwear. So before the whole linen underwear thing, what kind of underwear were they allowed to wear?
I just wore regular underwear.
That's what I mean, but if you have the elastic, they had to be like 100% cotton with the elastic?
The clothing thing got out of hand way after I left, okay? Whether what it's made from, the style, the length. One ex-member told me that they started dressing like Little House on the Prairie shit. And it just seemed to please little man, I mean, can you imagine your flock walking around like cartoons?
Oh my gosh.
Like your Laura Ingalls?
Right.
And they were braiding their girls' hair.
Oh my God.
Yeah, frilly things on the bottoms of the
Like
skirts,
little
and
bonnets.
petticoats and bonnets, and I want to be the fashion police out there.
Oh my God.
Speaking of fashion police, I got my first report of the wonderful linen robes.
Oh, the ones for the feast?
Yes.
Okay.
I am anxiously awaiting pictures for anybody who can have them, sent via a relative who went, somebody snapping pictures over the fence, whatever, you know what I mean? What?
Do you know what colors they were?
from what I understand, it was described to me as god-awful purple.
Okay.
Because purple's royalty.
Gotcha.
And he's on the royalty phase now.
Okay.
We went through the other 3 colors of a
Right.
4-color rainbow.
It was like gold, green, right?
Gold, green, something.
And now purple.
I think it's a color of pink because some of these pictures I'm going to show you, the elders that I do not recognize are up on stage, and they're all wearing those rainbow sashes around them. And the women have the rainbow sashes across their fronts. Yeah, so, and we pondered upon that. I mean, it looks like they're supporting gay pride, but they're not. We all know that, because
we know they're not, but I think that's pretty funny that they really are.
I kind of think so, too.
I wonder if they have any idea.
I'm sure it's been pointed out to them. They're probably taking the rainbow back.
Oh, God. That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
What I think is funny is people think gay people stole things from them. Okay? The rainbow belongs to God and the gay people stole it. Okay? Pride should only belong to straight people, so gay people stole pride. I could go on and on. I mean, the word gay, it used to mean happy.
Right.
And the gay people stole it. That's because gay people are happy? I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping to get some, at least one picture somewhere of somebody wearing these god-awful, deep, dark, ugly as fuck purple linen robes with their linen-made suits and dresses and their linen underwear. Do you think they're wearing linen socks?
I don't know.
Well, it'd have to be
It'd have
all.
to be, right. So
and then when you have to have like a garter thing with buttons on your socks to hold them up?
Because you can't have elastic, right?
Right, because you go to hell. Can't have, yeah, maybe they fold their socks down.
Maybe they just don't wear any.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
All these questions.
I say we send you undercover to the next feast.
I say no.
Why?
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to volunteer? I will give you tips, hints, tricks, all
we'll
kinds
give
of
you
stuff.
the little hidden camera and your little like flower lapel.
Whatever.
brooch.
Yes. I'll let you
Get in touch with us.
Get in touch with us. Hey, write to us in our P.O. box.
That's right.
It's P.O. Box 284, Oakdale, Pennsylvania 15071. And I can't believe you let us into this.
We will send you undercover.
Look.
Oh, what?
Laura gave me mozzarella bites I'm taking to work. They're frozen. Mm-hmm. But look what I found in the P.O. box.
Ooh. What is in there?
I have no idea who it comes from, but it's in a really cool green and white. It's a T-shirt because it's the tea turtle.
Okay.
I don't know what the tea turtle is, and I'm sorry if I'm blowing anybody's eardrums out. I'm trying to do this really quietly over here. I don't know who to thank. I hope there's a note.
Huh? Oh, there's a note.
Nope. Shipped to me. Oh, one's for me and one's for you. I have to wear this to work tonight.
Okay.
Because I tell you what, I got one coworker. He's just freaked the hell out about me.
Good job.
Well, he thought everybody was messing with him, that I spent 10 years in an Old Testament polygamous doomsday cult.
And people were like, no, she did.
And he thought they were messing. And remember my stabby stick in my hair?
Yeah.
That I wear to work every day?
Right.
I turned around. He said something smart to me, and I turned around and said, I'll stab you with this stabby stick. And he went, oh my God, you were in a cult, weren't you? And I'm like, hell yeah. Okie doke. Here's my shirt.
Okay.
Feeling a little stabby today.
That is so perfect for you.
And it has a unicorn, a
with
purple.
That's a little unicorn, little stabby thing.
And on top of the unicorn,
it's a knife. The unicorn's horn is a little knife. Oh my God!
It has a little knife attached to it because I'm feeling a little stabby today.
I have never seen a shirt more appropriate for you.
Okay, here's Laura's. Your vocabulary: 49% sarcasm, 49% swearing, 2% intellectual discourse.
I love this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here's the thing, Laura. The only packing slip I have is this one,
Oh
and
my God,
it tells me nothing. It just says ship to me. Thank you to
whomever. Oh my, what's the return address?
T-Turtle Shopify in St. Louis, but it could have been ordered from anywhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, whoever sent these awesome T-shirts, thank you so much.
Look! There's my little stabby guy on the front.
Guy on the front.
All right.
Oh my God,
I want to know who to thank and send a postcard to.
We'll post pictures of this.
Okay. Will we remember?
Yes, we will. Because I'm sitting here with the shirt on my lap.
Do you realize I picked these up this previous Monday?
And you held on to them that long.
I hold on to everything people send us.
I'm so proud of you.
You know that. And I even left it in my car so I wouldn't be tempted. But every time I got in my car, I looked at it and went, I wonder what's in there. Now I know. Thank you. Okay. Now, would you like some interesting news?
Of course I would.
We got a couple interesting things here.
Okay.
Remember, Kenny was told not to listen to us because it upsets him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't know if he still listens. I would assume that he does. Or maybe people have been telling him things. He's not real happy with me.
Really now?
Yeah, I found out from a couple of different people that me comparing him to a pedophile just is not acceptable in his world.
Well, you know.
When I read a news article that tells me that there's 3 different types of pedophiles, itty bitty baby children up to 5 or 6. Then you have the pre-adolescent, 6, 7 to 12, 13. And then you got the 13, 14, all the way up to, I was blooming until, you saw my picture. I looked fucking 12. So I can't help it. He's on the edge of the cusp, in my opinion. And see, I'm just giving my opinion.
Right.
But, Laura, if I called you a thief, would it bother you?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not a thief.
Exactly.
I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
I just find that interesting.
Usually, what's the phrase? It's like, oh, the truth hurts, right?
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
And again, if you don't want people saying bad things about you, maybe you shouldn't say bad things about people. Or do bad things. If I saw you kicking a puppy, Laura, I would not think very highly of you after that.
Nor should you.
Exactly. Now, see, if you didn't kick that puppy, then I wouldn't have any reason to be upset with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What?
You puppy kicker.
I'm not a puppy kicker. Okay, here's one that I could not believe, and I had to actually verify it through 2 other people.
Okay.
Now, we've talked about my pedophile father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Guess where he is now?
Jail.
No, I wish.
Where?
They stuffed him into a nursing home.
Well, how about that?
I guess his usefulness is over.
Wow.
Yeah, he uses up people like a magic eraser sponge, and once it's all used up and gone, he just throws you away. A friend of mine's mom died out there. She gave her last 20 years to that place. She was head over the canning section for many years upon years upon years. And she became sick, and that was the end of her.
Because she wasn't of any use.
She wasn't of any use anymore. She was let go to go die. Nobody looking in on you. Nobody sending you flowers and stuff.
No one visiting.
You would think if you gave your entire life to that organization, they might be a little appreciative of it. But they ain't.
Heck no.
But they ain't.
No.
And I can't believe they stuffed him. I'm trying to confirm which one he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said they thought he was in the absolute worst one in the area.
Probably because it's the cheapest.
Well, yeah, that's where you go to dump people.
Right.
The only my ex-brother-in-law, Doug, used to work there. Me and his wife would walk lunches over to him because we lived it was a town of like 600 and some people, 30 miles from the big town. And it was a place where if you hated your mother, that's where you went and dropped her off. And you didn't come back. So I'm waiting on confirmation on that one. I'll have to send the poor dude a letter. If that's where he ended up.
Oh my God.
Maybe he wants to talk to us.
Could you imagine?
I don't know. Maybe he had a stroke or dementia. Nobody had any details. They just knew he was...
He's just there.
He's was put into a place that could help him. But don't you think that somebody that has given their life like that little man would send over an aid or two?
But see, you would have to care about the person in order to do that, and he doesn't care about the people.
Your usefulness is gone.
Right.
That is
because
so
he
sad.
cannot gain anything from that person anymore. Whether it's money, whether it's work, whether it's whatever. So
he'd actually be losing by sending somebody to help the other person.
Yep.
What a narcissistic asshole.
Bingo. Yeah.
I just need 5 minutes in a room. It don't even have to be dark. He could try and run away.
I would give anything to see you talk to little man.
I just want to go back in time and rip him to shreds with that basket at the grocery store on a Sabbath. Because what's he going to do? Refuse to call the cops as he's standing there bleeding everywhere?
Right.
What's he going to do? Say he was, attacked in Uganda during a peace conference?
Yeah.
I'd be screaming, call the news, call the news.
I just wish, like, phones with cameras on them were back then. That would have been perfect.
That was not an option back then. I don't even think I did have a cell phone when I got divorced. Flip phone. It was a flip phone, yes. And it just had that little tiny digital screen. It showed you the name of the person you were calling and the phone number.
I remember that.
And it was digitally put in there. Mm-hmm. Nothing else. Yeah. Guess what I found?
What?
Remember I told you Kenny's page was scrubbed clean on Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah.
His cult page is scrubbed clean.
His personal one's not.
Yeah. I found him under his old name. I wonder if the cult knows he has his old name one.
Ooh, and what does it say?
Oh gosh, I have to show this to you because I'm going to block out Kenny's face, but I'm sure you will know whose face this belongs to. You have no idea, do you?
I do not.
Really?
Who the hell is that?
Don Henley.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like him.
Well, this was years ago, but...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Guess your shit shouldn't be public, huh?
Wow.
I don't know. None of my shit's public. Is your shit public?
Nope.
And, this is kind of cute, I found a picture of Kenny's youngest kid. Yeah.
Oh.
Have no idea what the little kid's name is. That's my mother's stolen house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where they all live.
In the stolen house. That's just wonderful.
Yes, and I heard rumors. They have not been confirmed. I'm waiting for confirmation, and maybe people are too scared. Don't know. I heard Destiny was supposed to come to this feast.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
without the tattoos.
They've been being removed. I'm assuming. I don't know. Cute kid, Ken. What?
No, nothing.
Shout out to Betty, because you know what today is? Mm-hmm. You do.
No, I don't. Just tell me what it is.
Today's lunar date.
Some moon day or
Today
whatever.
Today's lunar date is the 7th day of the Feast of Tabernacles and the 21st day of the 7th lunar month. Shabbat Shalom.
Sure, right Hebrew. Back at you. What?
I was traveling the one time, and Shabbat and Shabbat Shalom is another trigger for me because most normal people don't say it.
Exactly.
And I remember being in an airport a few years ago, dropping a friend off to get a flight, and there's very few stores you can go into in the Pittsburgh airport in the beginning without going through the customs.
Yeah.
So we went into the one little newsstand place, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, I guess there were two Jewish men, and they were wishing each other, Shabbat Shalom tomorrow.
Did you freak out?
I just heard it, and it was one of those, you just get a shot of adrenaline, like, I can't believe that happened, and yeah. Just simple words.
Yeah.
Because you don't normally hear that. Yeah.
That would have been creepy.
I found it creepy. I really did. Now, back to, I was telling you about the feast, and you asked what feast days, are they like all the same?
Right.
What goes on and stuff. Okay. Well, Jesus's memorial, okay, which is in the spring, which is basically Easter.
Easter, okay.
Okay. Jesus's memorial is a very somber night. We discussed that.
You mean like Good Friday?
Right.
Okay.
You're sad because Jesus died. You have
Okay.
you're sick to your stomach because you're washing some old lady's gangly feet next to you. You're not supposed to be laughing, happy, very somber.
Right.
Okay. That's that beginning of that feast.
Okay.
Now, this feast was Tabernacles, which is the Feast of the First Fruits.
Okay.
Because it's harvest season. Harvest moon,
makes
even.
sense. Okay.
Okay. And the first night of the feast of, I could be different now, but it was always, it's considered a high holy day, but people already had their fires going. So you weren't kindling a fire.
It was already there.
It was already there. And if you were coming back, because, you have women's prayer in the morning, you also have women's prayer at night.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. And you're supposed to pray 3 times a day. And
So that's all you're doing is praying.
I guess so. Till your eyeballs bleed. I don't know.
Okay.
I told you that one prayer group in the morning was 22 minutes long. I was screaming in my head, please let this be over. Please let this be over. I didn't finish off with that, though. But yeah, after classes and this and that, women's prayer in the evening comes before men's. See, men's comes before women's in the morning because women are saddled with the children. So the women are still trying to get their family and their children and themselves together so men can go up to men's prayer.
Gotcha.
Then it's women's prayer. Then after that, like I said, you have anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour before services start. The end of the evening, it's in reverse. You've got services, then you've got classes. Used to be things would be scheduled for the evening. My favorite was the David Fetterman show. It was like the David Letterman show. And the one funny elder played David Letterman.
Oh, you talked about this one time. Yeah.
But we called him David Fetterman.
Yes. Okay.
And the whole entire show was hysterical. That was my favoriteest part of the feast, was that and the talent show. But of course, you can't have fun in the cult.
So no more talent show.
And no more David Fetterman. Okay? But Tabernacles is kind of different because you're celebrating and you're not crying because Jesus is dead. But all throughout the feast, most of the days, as long as it's not Friday night at sundown, also Saturday at sundown, or the first or last day, those 3 are considered high holy days. Okay. Other than that, it's just going religious camping. Do you know what I mean? With religious fun stuff thrown in there. We still got to try and find we still have to find that game In Pursuit of God, put out by the cult.
Oh my gosh.
And trust me, I look on eBay for a lot of shit.
I was just going to ask you if you looked on eBay.
There's a first edition book from Little Man from back in the days when they were just doing the little paperback printed ones. First edition, and it was going for like almost $1,000. I should have screenshotted it.
Oh my God. What's that game called again?
Well, we'll have to put it in afterwards because you'll have to use the cult name.
But the name of the...
In Pursuit of...
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. You have to use God's name.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm sure everybody out there knows God's name by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you know God's name was Arthur?
What?
Yeah. Our Father who art in heaven.
Oh, Art. Okay.
Yeah, Arthur.
Sure.
If hell existed, I'm going.
Oh my God.
Okay, now, the last great day was always one of my favorite days. And it didn't matter what feast it was, okay? That's when the children's choir sang. They had a children's program. And services were actually fun. Do you know why?
They served alcohol.
No, they serve alcohol during Jesus's memorial.
Okay.
And that's when you'd get drunk. That's the only real time you could get drunk, and everybody's turning a blind eye to it.
Gotcha. So why is it fun?
Well, the last great day is because you're getting the hell out of there to begin with.
Okay. That's a bonus.
Whether you live there or not, you're really tired of living with a bunch of religious people, listening to religious shit, doing religious stuff.
Nonstop.
Anywhere from 7 to 10 days.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And 3 of those days are high holy days. Okay?
Wow.
Now, The last great day, like I said, the morning services, you have the blessing of the children.
Okay.
If it was you and Sammy's first feast there and you got baptized, but she's not old enough, you could take her up to the elders and they would lay hands upon her and call her a child of God and bless her.
And that's probably such a big deal.
The blessing of the children. I will have to dig out because I haven't posted a lot of pictures lately. My life has just been way out there. Okay. But I have a picture of me and my youngest son and my oldest son, two different pictures. Yeah, you're kind of like a celebrity if during the blessing of the children, if you conceived that baby there and you had that baby there and it's the next feast and that baby was born between feasts.
Oh, okay.
And get this, I'm gonna say hi, Nayaria. Nayaria had what was called a feast baby.
So it was conceived at a feast?
She gave birth that morning and was at services that afternoon.
What?
Infant in arms.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she was that dedicated.
Damn.
You could be a celebrity for a lot of reasons there. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But yeah, they had never had a baby born during the feast like that.
And then went to service.
And like her ass got up and went. Can you imagine being that
No,
dedicated?
no.
That 3 hours after
How is
giving
that even
birth.
possible that you're walking around?
Oh, good Lord. I wanted a cigarette so bad after my second son. And after I popped him out and I held him and they cleaned him up and they're doing stuff with him, I'm like, can you unhook my IV? I want to go have a cigarette. And the nurses were appalled at me. And they made me sit in that dumb hospital room for like 40 minutes until all the IV fluid went into my arm. I even tried squeezing the bag a couple of times, but figured that probably wasn't a good thing. But I'll never forget. I'm like, the IV fluid ran out. It did its last drip, drip, drip. And I think they just were being mean to me because I was a last name cult member.
Okay.
And I was getting ready to rip the IV out myself because it's really not that hard. Come on.
Just don't even go there. That's...
So 45 minutes later, I have my pack of cigarettes and I'm sitting outside in the smoking area and I strike up conversations with anybody anywhere. So this,
really?
Yeah. This lady was visiting her daughter who just had a baby earlier that day. And I'm like, oh, I just had a baby too. And she's like, when? When did you have your baby? Yesterday? And I'm like, oh, no, an hour or so ago. And this woman's mouth just dropped open. And like, I didn't realize that was really that abnormal to go for a cigarette afterwards. And I had a candy bar waiting because I was diabetic.
My God.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to be a diabetic while you're pregnant too, because you can't eat shit. And you could eat so many cucumber slices, and you could eat so many carrots, and only 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and yeah, it's not fun.
No, it does not sound like it.
No. Now, after the blessing of the children.
Now, did it matter which elder gave the blessing? Like, was one more?
2. You get 2.
You get 2. So, but, like, did you want one of these guys to give the blessing more so than the other?
Well, I liked some of them more than others.
Okay, like, did Little Man ever do the blessing?
I don't recall. I never let him touch my kids.
Okay, because that would be like...
I do have a serious photo of my youngest in line, and Little Man is serving him his Passover meal.
Oh, I saw that picture.
And the look on my kid's face is just like one of, it's like a meme almost. Like, I know you're a fraud, mofo type deal. And someday when maybe this shit splattered all across the news and we can talk openly about stuff, I can post pictures like that. Because he'll be splattered across the news anyway. Hopefully. Someday. Maybe.
He could be dead by then.
I can hope, can I? The shitty thing is if that place ever does get busted or goes down, I don't think he'll be held responsible for 95% of the shit. You know? That's like you being the oldest sibling and having everything blamed on the younger ones. I just have a feeling he'll be able to get away with whatever he wants to get away with. Know what I mean? Okay, what were we just talking about?
You're talking about the last day of the feast.
Okay. I don't remember if it's morning or afternoon, but these things happen either in the morning or the afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, I can't really remember, but I think it's in the morning. That's when I got married.
Oh, during a feast.
During the first feast.
Oh, wow.
Because I was approached and we had to get betrothed and married, or one of us had to move out when we got back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, had to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody who's getting betrothed stands up. Okay? And then,
so it's not like a one-on-one thing. It's...
No, you just stand up.
Okay.
The guy puts his arm with his tallit around you and says a bunch of words. Like the elders up there is going, I say your name, blah, 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 blah. So then all of the men, I,
Whatever.
Kenny, blah, 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 right? And then the people that are being married later on or need betrothal counseling are asked to sit down. And people like me and old Kenster there, we remain standing and we're suddenly married. Repeat after me, gentlemen. Repeat after me, ladies. And I really didn't repeat much of what he said.
So maybe you're not really married.
Well, when you get your name changed to the same last name on the same court document in front of the same judge,
I guess you
it binds you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you have something to read today?
There is still more from that website.
Oh, Elder Peter,
Mm-hmm.
the gift that keeps on giving.
Pretty much. That about sums it up. Yeah.
Elder Peter, if you listen, I would love to talk to you. I just keep forgetting to get a hold of you. If somebody still talks to him, please let him know. Contact me.
Okay. So this part from his website is talking about the midwifery program.
Oh, what a joke. Keep going.
Okay. Little Man sanctioned a midwifery program back in the 1990s within the cult where people would pay $500 per delivery to the cult.
Oh, we paid more than that.
For the delivery of their children by trained midwives. So it was more than that?
I think they started the midwifery early 90s, and I didn't have Jess until 96.
Oh, okay.
I have one friend who has kept every receipt. Her husband's a pack rat. She shot me pictures of boxes of every piece of propaganda that ever came into their house, every calendar.
Oh, wow.
Everything, down to they have every receipt from that place in cash. And I think she said her youngest son, before they left, cost them almost $3,000 to have him there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I think ours was like $1,200 or $1,500. But wait a minute, that includes your prenatal visits, not your pills.
It says right here. However, very little of the money was ever used for midwifery usage, such as supplies.
Exactly.
And the proper funds necessary to provide adequate prenatal care and delivery.
They give you a list of what you're supposed to bring with you, including like a dozen bath towels.
They can't even provide that.
No, because when your water breaks, they got to have something to clean it up
What
with.
I'm saying is they can't provide that. With all the money you give them, they can't provide
No.
for the delivery.
No, and if your water would break and they use these towels to clean up the blood, to clean up the afterbirth, whatever, then they're socked up so that you can take them home and wash them yourself. Isn't that godly?
That's not the word I was going to use, but sure.
Okay, now get this. My friend that almost died in childbirth there, they were wearing garbage bags, okay? You know how you stick your hand like an emergency poncho?
Okay, yeah.
They had garbage bag skirts going, garbage bag tops going, and because of the state we were in and so many people owning cows, like even Farmer Yosef had cows, they make a special rubber glove, like doctor gloves.
Okay.
Except it goes all the way to your shoulder so you can stick your hand all the way down into a cow butt.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So here are the midwives wearing these 2 and 3 pairs of these rubber gloves that go all the way to your shoulders, a garbage bag shirt, a garbage bag skirt.
So nothing would get on them.
Because the law of the blood from a birth makes you unclean.
Oh, jeez.
And they were wearing surgical masks. They were wearing the eye protection. Yeah. And that's why my friend almost died, because her baby was breech, and she was pushing for 8 hours.
Oh my God.
And she almost bled to death. But yeah, they give you a list down to a gallon of water, a gallon of juice. They give you different snacks, choices of snacks to bring. Then there's suggested items. Like if you want to keep busy, you might want to bring your scripture book or your knitting or your TV and VCR, because we don't have one here. Okay? Yeah.
The hell kind of place is that? Like, they couldn't provide that.
No, they didn't.
Oh my God.
The midwifery and the medical
So
trailer.
here you are in labor and you're like chucking along with your TV.
And they went to bed that night. And I was in so much pain because Jesse couldn't get past my bladder because they made me drink so much shit. And my bladder was in trouble of exploding because a baby cut the urethra tube off. I was in so much constant pain that all I could do was hit stop and rewind. And I don't even remember what movie it was, but I watched it like 3 or 4 times until Kenny showed up and I made him take me to the hospital. Yeah, what fun. But it's a gutted trailer. There's a few cabinets on the wall that has some tongue depressors and cotton balls and
To make it look official.
a Band-Aid, a couple of tables, circumcision tools, because they charge the men to circumcise them too. Not only does that man willingly walk into that medical trailer to have his penis altered, he gladly pays them for the opportunity for them to do it. Yeah.
No comment. Wow.
Can you imagine joining a religious cult, Laura, and them telling you, we have to slice your nipples off, ma'am?
See ya. See ya.
Okay, well, we'll let you have one, but you just gotta slice one of them off. Gotta let God know you love him. Slicing your nipple off is the best thing you can do to show God you love him.
You're giving him the left one or the right one?
Exactly. It's probably in the Bible somewhere which one you gotta give up.
Oh, I'm sure they could find something to, yeah.
Did you hear about that doctor that he was circumcising babies and keeping the foreskins?
Ooh, why?
Because he was going to other countries and helping other little babies that were born without eyelids. The procedure goes pretty much okay, but the kids that he helped will just be a little cockeyed the rest of their life. Dark humor. Sorry.
Oh my God.
What? Look at your face. You thought I was serious,
I
didn't
thought
you?
you were serious. I'm like, why the hell would people save that?
Give other little kids eyelids. Side effect, they're cockeyed.
All right.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Moving on.
Oh, so it says none of this money is traceable.
No, it's
as
cash.
most of it was paid in cash. He also pocketed $50 for every circumcision that was performed on the men and children, which is numbered in the hundreds.
Yeah. Kenny did his second son's circumcision. It was observed by an elder, of course, but he did the actual. And those are evil-looking tools. Have you ever seen one?
No, and I don't want to.
Would you like me to describe it to you?
Nope. No, nor do the listeners. Nope. Nope.
Okay, anybody who wants me to describe this next week, please let me know on Facebook. Okay? We will let the fans speak. No, friends speak. We will let the friends and extended family speak. Do you want to know about circumcision tools and what they do?
We know what they do.
They circumcise.
Exactly. We know what they do.
Okay.
We don't know. We're good.
Again, these men pay to go in and be altered.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
More money paid in cash and not reported as income to the church.
Yep.
Any payments made by check were considered a donation and was paid at the office of the cult.
Yes.
Many deliveries took place on the cult grounds, even though on the birth certificates, the actual location of birth was rarely placed on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Several years ago, the program was shut down because of the liabilities that were incurred after a lawsuit against Little Man.
Yes, we have discussed this, and I don't want to bring up any painful memories for some
Okay, because
ex-members.
I'm going to say that's what's coming up next. So you want me to skip that?
Let's just say that we've talked about Lisa and how Little Man was summoned to lay hands on her, because that's what we're taught to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not go to the evil hospitals. but she hemorrhaged and bled to death.
Yep. It says he has a constant problem of interfering with the decision-making process of those who are professionally trained when he has no formal training.
Yes. Well, he's God incarnate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what he says goes.
Even over the doctors.
Yeah. If you watch the one documentary where Norman takes them back to his property that's still abandoned there. It's still, I don't know if he sold it to him yet or not. But you know, Norman, his wife had the baby at his house, and something was wrong, and the baby wasn't breathing. It would take a couple breaths and stop breathing. And they kept saying, "Oh, little man's on his way. Little man's on his way." Well, after about 10 or 15 minutes of watching your baby gasping for breath, he grabbed somebody's keys, boom, drove to the hospital as fast as he could, and that kid's alive today.
Because of that.
Yes. But there have been a lot of people out there that have died from the medical mistakes, lack of medical care, the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing, ingesting, not ingesting. I mean, medical grade peroxide was a thing out there at one point to gargle with, to drink, to swallow.
My God.
And ex-member Brandon says that they were out there, they were doing these peroxide cleanses at one point. And I think he's been gone from there, good 10 or plus more years. But he remembers the last peroxide cleanse that he did, and he was telling me that it felt like Drano inside.
Oh, I can imagine.
Of his guts. And that was the most explosive, painful, burning your asshole out shit for 48 hours type deal. And he says he's not sure what actually happened to his insides, but he's never really pooped solid again.
Oh my God.
Other ex-members have told me the same thing, that they did that peroxide cleanse and their shit's never been the same. And there's no pun intended on that one. A healthy poop is a firmish poop, not a runny poop.
It's firmish.
Firmish. Do we make up words as we go?
Oh, we sure do.
Did you know gruntled is a word? I'm going to start using it. I always thought disgruntled means you're upset. So gruntled means you're happy about something.
Is that what it means?
I got it somewhere in my phone. But yeah, gruntled. Gruntled means you're happy about it, but it sounds the opposite, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
I like firmish. No, well, the rest of it's about the woman you were talking about. You said you didn't want to stir up any bad memories. So it goes into that.
There's an ex-member who was an actual certified midwife, and from what I understand, she really enjoyed doing it, and she gave up afterwards. She gave it up afterwards because it's just traumatic. Yeah. It's not talked about out there how many people have died over the mistakes and advice and things, but it's a shit ton. It really is. I used to keep a paper, and I'm not sure where it is anymore. And every time somebody died, I'd write their name.
Oh my God.
On it. And yeah.
Wow.
Even out of towners. They're out there drinking or eating the capsules with the pool chlorine in it. Activated charcoal is a daily supplement. Do you know why?
Why? What is it absorbing?
It's absorbing the radiation from the bombs that are coming. And if you already have so much activated charcoal in your body, it's going to start absorbing that radiation. Other than like me, who I haven't eaten any activated charcoal yet. Here, let me eat mouthfuls of it. Okay, it's kind of like a immunotherapy thing.
Now, they do realize if a bomb goes off near you, it's really not going to matter how much charcoal you have in you.
How much charcoal you ate?
Just saying.
Charcoal eater, is that kind of like a window licker?
Oh my God.
Charcoal eater, window licker.
It's absorbing the radiation.
Yes. That's supposedly...
Got it.
Yeah. They do a lot of stuff out there. Come on, Laura. I've showed you some of the stupid shit.
I know.
And it's like, seriously? Somebody sent me this. I am going to post this one, I think. Tell me what the hell you think that means. It's their new window decals.
What's that number?
Yahmatrala. Yamatrala. Remember, 1074 is his number. Like 666 is the devil's number.
That's right.
But he had to pick a really weird number. The DM.
I wonder if he plays that number in the lottery.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I bet he does.
Does anybody know if Little Man plays the lottery? I would love to know. Okay, here's some ex-members chiming in about the new purple robes.
Oh, okay.
Another money-making scheme for Little Man. Each year it started being a new color, and then you had to buy new quote-unquote holy garments and suits and dresses, etc. I call bullshit. Okay.
Me too.
Another ex-member says that purple is their favorite color, and that shit pisses them off, okay? And they just feel so sad for those people that are still behind, and they're lapping this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Because they lap up everything that Little Man says. Okay? Here's a quote from him from 16. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It is a law to read from the book of God every day. So you have to read the Bible every day.
It's the law.
It's the law, Laura. Apparently, if you are not reading the Bible every day, you is a sinner.
Now, do they say how much you have to read? Can you read a verse or two and say, I read the Bible?
I don't know. I mean, how good of a godly person do you want to be?
Oh,
maybe you should spend hours at it.
Gotcha. The more you read, the holier you are.
I'm supposed, just like, do you want to go to the gym for 10 minutes or are you going to be there for an hour?
Good point.
Hey,
Good point.
you participated at the gym. You're just not going to be as strong as Sally Sue over here who spends 2 hours every day.
Makes perfect sense.
But
Silly
hey, you're
me.
godly. You opened your book. You must be healthy. You showed up for 10 minutes.
Right.
Okay?
Better than nothing.
Now, here's another one. This is from Isaac 13, from Little Man, dated 8/25/18. And again, I don't know what these Isaac 13s and Abraham 22s are. So, you have to study. You really have to hear what I say. You really have to remember what I say. That's it. Is that why they're rehearsing shit? Because you have to remember what he says? What does that even mean? You really have to study. You really have to hear what I say. You really have to remember what I say.
So eloquent.
Oh, look at this with all the different fonts again. Okay. This is from their Mark of the Monster, Volume 2. Okay. Mm-hmm. Chapter 17, verse 165. When and if you endure these trials, what does that do for you? It simply proves to God that you love his ways enough to give up all this world for him. You know what that translates to?
Nope.
Give me all your stuff.
How convenient.
Hey, the bigger free will offering, the more you must love God.
That's
and
right.
God's going to love you, and he's going to bless you with a gold bathtub. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if that's a quote from Lil Man. I'm probably sure it is. Oh, okay. This was another one I had real problem with when I was there.
Okay.
This is Little Man, dated back in 95.
Ooh, we're going back.
I was there.
Oh.
And when this came across the pulpit, that's when I started sitting there going, wait a minute here. This shit ain't right. Okay, this is not a Bible quote. This is a Little Man
This is
quote.
just a Little Man. Okay.
If it's not breaking a law, it's not sin.
Well, now.
Yep. If you're not breaking God's law, it's not a sin. Have sex with children. As long as they're over 12, it's not a sin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, and just random thought to throw in here. My favorite beer now makes a 77 pack for $35.
Oh, God, look at that.
A 77 pack.
So when are you going to go buy that?
I don't know if it's available here. See, this is what happens when I'm doing screenshots, and within a couple of day period.
I'm surprised you don't have one of those already.
I don't know. Halloween's coming up. You still have to make your list of what to put on your broomstick or not put on your broomstick.
Well, we already said what not to.
Okay.
Any of those essential oils.
And I would like to remind everybody out there who participates in Halloween, no one likes your kids enough to give them free drugs. Okay?
I saw that. I saw that somewhere online.
How many years did you look at Sammy's Candy? Was there any drugs, razor blades, knives, anything in it?
Nope.
I'm sorry. If somebody is paying, $8.99 for a teeny tiny little pack of CBD gummy bears, they ain't throwing it in your kid's Halloween bag. Okay? What?
Nothing. Nope. That's the truth.
Would you like the thought for today? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've heard the quote, stand and speak the truth, even if you're the only one and even if your voice shakes. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's another one. I came across this and I thought, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Do not be afraid to destroy another person's life over the crimes that they themselves chose to commit. Okay? Mm-hmm. Well, that's like people saying, well, why are you calling this guy out as a rapist? Why are you...
Because they are one.
Don't silence me for crimes that somebody chose to commit,
right.
And I thought that was so funny with, old Kenster there getting upset with me for comparing him to a pedophile.
Well, you're just basically talking about his actions.
Like I said, I think he just stayed on this side of the niche of legal this time. Yep. So, God, how do we go through an entire hour?
I don't know. It flies by.
I'm not sure how that happens. Are you?
No.
Oh, and whenever one person stands up and says, wait a minute, this is wrong, it helps other people do the same. Because a lot of times nobody will say anything.
They don't want to be the first one.
Exactly. But when you stand there and go, no, this is wrong. I mean, that's like today's day. People are videoing two people beat the absolute shit out of each other.
Instead of helping. Or going to get help.
Yeah. And nobody says, stop, wait a minute. This is wrong. Let's work this out. No, let's all just video everybody and throw it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, and shout out to my friend Kim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at her house the other day and got my little monthly visitor, right?
Oh, no.
She's got 2 bathrooms, so I go into the one bathroom. Box is empty.
Oh.
I'm like, that's okay. I seen a box in the other bathroom. Do you know what was in the other box?
Candy.
Basically a make-your-own tampon kit. I brought it back out to the table and everybody busted out laughing.
What the hell?
Cotton balls and gauze was stuffed into the box.
Why can't she just buy tampons?
She did. She just ran out. She hasn't had one in months and months and months.
So she put cotton balls in there and gauze?
Well, that's where she was keeping her cotton balls and gauze.
Oh, my God.
But I took it as it was a make-your-own tampon kit. Wouldn't you take that?
That is so funny. No, I said candy because I saw something on the internet that they said for moms, if you want to hide your candy, put it in your tampon box.
Well, that's where
because guys and your kids aren't going to go in there.
Well, that's where I used to put all my shit, all the money I was socking away when I was with Kenny.
What guy's going to go in there?
Who's going in the unclean bathroom in the tampon box?
Exactly.
And moms of kids out there, another good one I liked was getting the resealable bag of frozen lima beans, peas, broccoli, whatever your kids hate. Okay? Throw the candy in there. It's guaranteed they're not going to be looking in your lima beans for your secret candy stash. Right. That's where I kept a lot of shit.
Tampon boxes and vegetable bags.
Tampon boxes and lima bean bags.
There you go.
Okay, well,
on that note,
I guess we're gonna go because it's oh my God, it's 3:30 and I have an hour and a half to be to work. Okay, anything that I did not cover today because we didn't even get to pending posts.
Yeah, we'll save them for next week.
I got a lot of pending posts. Too bad I don't have another hour. We could do like part 2 and do a double episode.
Ooh.
Don't have time. All right, guys. Well, if I didn't answer your shit today, I will try and answer your shit tomorrow, or I will private message you or whatnot. So.
Sounds good.
Oh, and look, my mom just texted me. Can you stop over today after you're done taping your show? Hi, Mother. At least I shut the ringer off to it, you know?
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been Deb.
And Laura.
Be kind to each other, and we'll talk at you next week.
Bye.
Bye.